And another line of snow showers stretching from 7 down to western Illinois, down to eastern Iowa, stretching down to western Wisconsin, down to eastern portions of Minnesota, stretching it down for 7 portions of Ontario. Snow showers in east central portions of Ontario. Rain, sleet and snow showers around Missouri. Rain showers stretching from central Missouri down to southeastern portions of Kansas. Rain showers in southwestern portions of Nebraska. Rain showers down for say 25 quarter from Pueblo down for Colorado Springs down to Denver. Snow showers from Denver stretching out to the western Colorado mountains. Snow showers in southeastern portions of Wyoming down for west central portions of Wyoming. Down for southern portions of Idaho. Snow and sleet and rain showers down for central Idaho. Rain few mixes of sleet showers down to eastern Sierra Mountains and stretching out to northern California. And a line of rain showers from northern California stretching up to Oregon and down to Washington State down for the British Columbia. And snow showers from the mountains of southern British Columbia and then for the central Cascades of Washington State and stretching on northeast Washington down for the south-central portion of British Columbia. And it's snowing down for western portions of Montana. Snow showers in Grand Edmonton and snow showers in southwestern portions of Ontario. Joplin, Montana, good evening, 46 degrees with clear skies. Okay, let us take a look at our satellite loop and it shows a patch of the clouds covering much of New England and stretching it down through the Mid-Atlantic states and stretching down Atlantic Canada, down for the southern Quebec. Another batch of clouds from western Kentucky down to Tennessee, stretching in Indiana, down from Illinois, down from Missouri, stretching Iowa, down from Wisconsin, down from Minnesota, stretching it down to Dakotas. And another batch of clouds from Louisiana, down from Oklahoma, down to northern Texas, down from northern Arizona, down to New Mexico, stretching up to the Rockies and the Pacific Northwest, and stretching up to British Columbia, down for southern Alberta, down for Saskatchewan and the northwestern portions of Manitoba, southeastern portions of Manitoba, down to southern Ontario. Here. Okay, let us take a look at our map situation here. It's high pressure centered in northwestern portions of New Mexico, western portions of Montana, and central portions of California. Low pressure centered in western portions of Texas, and rather low pressure in Wyoming, eastern South Dakota, and off the Delaware, Maryland coastline here. And high pressure centered in northern Mississippi, northwestern Mexico, western Montana, and central California. And a warm front from Oregon, stationary front from Oregon, down to Idaho, down to Wyoming, and a cold front from Wyoming down to Nebraska. Warm front from South Dakota, down from Minnesota, down to Iowa, and to Missouri. Stationary front down eastern Cuba out to sea, and a cold front from Louisiana stretching to northern Florida, stretching it down the Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina, of course, on a warm front stretching out to sea. For the body, down from northern South Carolina, down to North Carolina. For the body, from upstate New York to up in Quebec. For the body, from southeastern portion of Colorado, down for Texas, down for eastern New Mexico. 31 degrees our temperature right now here in Boston. It's 38 out in Washington, D.C. 47 out in Atlanta. 79 in Miami. 78 out in Brownsville, Texas. 67 out in Dallas. 36 in Kansas City. 22 in Chicago. 17 in Minneapolis. 68 out in Albuquerque. 39 out in Denver. 53 out in Salt Lake City. 47 in Great Falls. 45 in Seattle. 61 in San Francisco and 70 in Los Angeles. Regional forecast. There is 31 out in Boston and Norwood and up in Beverly, 33 in Taunton, 34 in Marshfield, 32 in Bedford and in Falmouth, 34 in Massachusetts, 37 in Nantucket, 35 in East Ham, 32 Provincetown, 28 out in Bedford, 32 out in Gloucester, 26 in Worcester, 28 out in Smithfield, 30 in Providence, 30 in Fitchburg and in Keene, New Hampshire, 33 in New London, 31 out in New Haven, 30 out in Bridgeport, 30 out in Danbury, 28 in Waterbury, 30 out in Meriden, 31 out in Hartford, 30 in Windsor Locks, 31 in Springfield and Amherst, 33 in Greenfield, 31 out in Bennington, Vermont, 32 in Albany, New York, 30 in Keene, New Hampshire, 29 in Concord, New Hampshire, 20 in Manchester, New Hampshire, 29 in Nashville, New Hampshire, 32 in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, and down in New York City, it's 34 in New York City and in Islip, and 33 in Montauk. Okay, let us take a look at our HPC forecast discussion around the country here. Yes. Rain and mountain snow continuing in the northwest United States and freezing rain possible across the mid-Mississippi Valley Monday morning. A rapidly developing surface low parallel in the mid-Atlantic and New England coast will bring eastern New England and Atlantic Canada blizzard conditions. Strong winds and heavy snow latch the air tonight by Sunday morning. Lighter snows are expected across northern mid-Atlantic states and western New England along the system's western fringe.
Behind her in second, I suspect she's going to want to get up in that first place position as she does.
Sustained moisture flows and frontal intrusions up from the Pacific expected to keep conditions conditions will settle across the northwestern corner of the nation, extending eastward to the northern continental divide. Widespread moderate to occasional heavy precipitation expected for the Pacific Northwest, Central West, and Northern Central Rockies for Saturday night, with thunder expected to be due to cold air invading the loft. Most of the precipitation will be in the form of rain in lower elevations, with the most significant snowfall safe by the northern Cascades. The first system and check from the Rockies and the Plains are expected to bring light snow to the northern Plains and Great Lakes, areas of freezing rain and embedded thunder across mid-Mississippi Valley, and scattered showers and thunderstorms safe from the Southern Plains, Northwest Gulf Coast, and Mid-South and at Central Appalachians during today, Mondays at taps. Moisture from the Gulf of Mexico and treks eastward about the nation's heartland.
And now goes down to the ice.
Okay, our forecast discussion for New England will go like this. A major winter storm is underway for eastern New England tonight, along with blizzard conditions, damaging wind gusts along the coast. Some snow showers on Sunday evening, but cool and dry weather on Monday, and other storms possible Tuesday and Tuesday, bringing some cumulus snow to the region. A mild and unsettled period is possible for late next week, but time is uncertain. Major winter storm in impact eastern New England tonight. And dangerous blizzard with damage and wind gust power along parts of the eastern Massachusetts coast and Cape and the islands tonight, and travel is highly discouraged. That's the case of bombogenesis already underway off the North Carolina coast. This afternoon, strong shortwave energy resulted in a low pressure becoming a bomb as it races northeast across the benchmark overnight. The storm undergoing the bombogenesis was already resulting in some strong force and descent. Storms overspread most of the region and was becoming heavy across eastern New England. The exception was portions over the outer Cape and Nantucket, where it was warm enough for some rain. As the mid-level center is rapidly cooled. Blows off in an area of the extremely strong door formation. Front of James will develop the 700-meter bar. Close shows a classic backbent warm front, which is known to produce an extremely heavy snowfall rates just to the left of that boundary. The main question is, where does this mid-level deformation zone set up? The Nam Ridge Gem confined it to the mainly southern Interstate 95 corridor, where the GFS UK Met and EC are to bring it to central Massachusetts and Nation Connect for a time. It is a really tricky situation, as it's likely to be a sharp decrease in snowfall to the west of the storm formation region. Based on current radar imagery, we're going into well into the more western aggressive solutions. Moderate snow is already occurring across central Massachusetts and eastern Connecticut. So we'll continue with warning level snow to the east of the Wilmette, to the west of the Fitchburg line. Later shifts may gently have made adjustments based on the radar means square miles, trends, but field things are in good shape. What we are very confident about is coastal Massachusetts, especially the far southeastern New England coast, as middle levels certainly rapidly close off all models indicate strong genesis with some EPF just above that. In fact, SRF graphics, which tend to be conservative in indicating that probably for 3 inch per hour snowfall rates close around 3Z tonight. Wouldn't be surprised to see a few locations of 4 inch per hour snowfall rates expressed across Plymouth County and the Upper Cape. There's certainly be potential for better thunder as well. Time of the snowstorm will continue to become heavy across central and eastern New England by early evening. With lighter moderate storm across west sections, worst of the storm will be for 1 a.m. and 2 a.m. across eastern New England that are expected to be extreme snowfall rates, particularly across southern New England. Most of the snow should exit area by 3 to 4 a.m. Models indicate the atmosphere will be cold enough to support snow from the Upper Cape points north and west. However, from east to Hyannis and especially across the Nantucket boundary layer should be warm enough for a period of rain. Early evening, there's low bumps that the precipitation will be quickly to change heavy red snow early this evening. The rain will be likely continue on longer in the Nantucket, but it should flip to heavy snow by mid-to-late evening. Snowmats estimate should be in Plymouth County and the neighbor Cape, with the extreme snowfall rates expected accumulations of 10 to 16 inches will anticipated over a relatively short time. Portions of the southeast Southern Cape and the Nantucket will see somewhat less amounts given the rain at the onset, but still expect 6 to 12 inches in this region, with the lower amounts likely across the Nantucket working further west, 4 to 8 inches into central Massachusetts, eastern Connecticut. Drop out to between 2 to 6 inches across southern New England, southern New Hampshire, and western Massachusetts. Winds, though low rapidly under the going bombogenesis, will result in strong damaging winds developing tonight, especially near and just after midnight. Northwest wind about 35 to 50 miles per hour, affect much of the region to the backside of the storm. However, tremendous trends should yield damage 60 to 70 miles per hour, gusts across portions of the Cape and Nantucket. Wind and weather advisories continued across southern New Hampshire and western Massachusetts. Winter storm warnings center interiors, eastern Massachusetts, as well as Rhode Island, blizzard warnings for Cape and Plymouth County and Cape and Islands. In fact, across western and central New England, a typical snowstorm will occur. That's the winds will result in blowing drift and snow and poor visibilities. However, the main impacts will be across east New England, very heavy snow with some of this will be very wet across the southeast New England coast. Will combine with damaging winds. This has potential to result in a lot of downed trees and scattered power just travel across the region will become almost possible as downed trees may be blocked
Planning a new set.
Roadways, in addition, snowfall rates of 3 perhaps 4 inches per hour will be a time of making it impossible for plows to keep it up. Travel will become as most impossible and dangerous.
Value is always served up fresh at Subway. For this February, you'll find 2 crown favorites as this month's
Okay, anticipate blizzard in the nights and a Sunday morning.
$5 football. Try with melty
Latest headline: winter storm warning for the Bristol and Greater Boston
February is
and inland eastern Massachusetts, Rhode Island, eastern Connecticut, and eastern Long Island. Blizzard warnings from the Cape, the Islands down to Plymouth County and up in the Cape Ann here. And winter reservoirs for central and western Connecticut down for central western Massachusetts and southern New Hampshire. And winter storm warnings 7 of the New Hampshire, Maine coastline here. And it extended down to central and western Connecticut, down to eastern New York, down to New York City, down to western and central portion of Long Island there. Okay, highlights. Don't forget, fall forecast coming in time. What? Heavy snow, 3 to 4 inches an hour. Snowfall rates are possible. Eastern and southeastern New England, mainly along the
just to make it to this.
and within the Interstate 95, 495 corridor. Greatest snowfall amounts of 14 to 18 inches over Plymouth County, Massachusetts, and around the Cape Cod Canal. Time and snowfall will be at the peak intensity between the hours at 6 p.m. and 1 p.m., 6 p.m. to 1 p.m. Snow will taper thereafter, concluding gradually towards Sunday morning. Impacts hazardous conditions. Do not recommend travel. Low visibility is down to a half or a quarter of a mile. Heavy and wet consistency of snow will contribute to down trees and power lines. Here.
In this race, physically
Blizzard conditions. Air winds in excess of 35 miles per hour with visibility a quarter mile or less. We're eastern and southeastern Massachusetts. Time and conditions developing after 6 p.m. continuing into Sunday morning. Most intense winds around midnight. Reminder, intense snowfall will occur between 6 p.m. and 1 a.m. but strong winds will continue thereafter. Impacts visibility of a quarter mile or less, and northerly winds excess of 35 miles per hour, 16 gusting at 50 to 60 miles per hour. Could see wind gusts reach near hurricane force 74 miles per hour across Cape Cod and Nantucket. And blowing and drifting is no possible.
And this is what she's gonna have to be careful of.
And this is the snowfall map. 14 to 18 inches of snow from center and upper Cape, stretching down to Route 3/4 up down to Plymouth and down to Situate here. 10 to 14 inches in central Cape and northern Martha's Vineyard, and stretching on the rest of Plymouth County and stretching it down to much of Bristol County and eastern Rhode Island, and stretching in Norfolk County and up into Boston, and stretching on at Cape Ann. 8 to 10 inches in western Rhode Island, and stretching it out for southeastern Worcester County and Norfolk County, and then stretching to Metro West and the western suburbs of Greater Boston, and stretching on them up into the northeastern Massachusetts. 6 to 8 inches from northeastern Connecticut, stretching out to central Worcester County, including Worcester, stretching up in the Merrimack Valley and the south central New Hampshire. 4 to 6 inches in east central Connecticut, stretching out for eastern New Hampshire County and down for western Worcester County and down for southern parts of New Hampshire. And 2 to 4 inches from Hartford, stretching it down to western Massachusetts and southwestern New Hampshire. This is in a wide oval. Blizzard conditions expected from coastal New Hampshire down through much of the coastal Massachusetts and Cape Cod and the islands here. Snowfall probably a 6 more highest percent.
And loses pace is Scott.
6 inches or more, 100% for much of the southeastern Massachusetts. And probably 12 inches or more. The highest probably be in the southeastern
Everyone is together in this race.
around Plymouth County and the western upper Cape and Islands. 60 to 70% chance that the snowfall probably could be 12 inches or more. Highlights. Strong damage and northerly winds, worst 35 miles per hour, sustained with gusts up to 50 to 60 miles per hour. Near hurricane force.
Korea, China, and then
Winds 74 miles per hour would be possible as mainly southeastern and eastern Massachusetts, mainly eastern and southeastern New England, with strongest along attendant shorelines of greatest impact with the possibility of near hurricane force winds being along the north-facing shores of Cape Ann, Cape Cod, and the islands. Time and picking up intensity towards 6 p.m. and most intense winds around midnight, and winds will remain strong in the Sunday morning, gradually tapering thereafter. Impacts down limbs and trees, damage to structures, power outages, and a combination of wet snow will only heighten the impacts of down trees and power lines. Strong winds may result in blowing and drifting of snow, reduced visibility.
in that outside pass. Here she is in fourth.
And this is a wind gust, 40 to 45 miles per hour for much of inland Massachusetts. Highest wind gusts to be on the Cape and Islands. We'll see up to 60 to 70 miles per hour from much of the Cape and the Islands there. Up to 40 miles per inland. And coastal flooding potential 4-foot surges for north-facing shores, especially Cape Cod Bay, where north-facing shores of eastern Massachusetts, including Cape Cod and Nantucket. Timing Saturday night and mid-morning on Sunday. Greatest surge along the north-facing shores along midnight during the high tide. High tide is not impressively high astronomically. In fact, minor coastal flooding and splashover. Minor flooding may occur on vulnerable shore roads and basements. Beach erosion due to strong wind and wave action seas will be 15 to 20 feet offshore, and expect potential to 8 to 10 foot wave heights in Cape Cod Bay during the greatest surge. And Marines, this is shorelines that have potential flooding. Coastal Nantucket and eastern Cape and stretching it down to northern Cape down for Barnstable and stretching up to Plymouth County up into Quincy here. Beyond the storm, conditions improve quickly Sunday morning as snow comes in. Northwest winds will continue to remain brisk into Monday prior to gradual diminishing. Wind chills in the single digits with the Teamster. The day falls well below zero overnight, and wind chill advisories selected needed for northern and western Massachusetts for wind chill failures or below 15 degrees below zero. And summary of all forecast coming aside. Coastal storm delivers heavy snow, blizzard, and conditions for eastern and southeastern New England. Precipitation picks up intensity after 6 p.m. continuing around midnight before tapering off into Sunday morning. During the intense time frame, 3 to 4 inches per hour of snowfall rates possible. Visibility is down to a quarter mile or less. Blowing and drifting snow with strong northerly winds, the strongest of which will be along the eastern north-facing shore. Sustained winds about 35 miles per hour, gusts up to 6 miles per hour, could see near hurricane-force winds. As such, blizzard conditions possible to the east shore, except the city of Boston, at least 35-mile winds and visibility is a quarter mile or less. Winds will continue to contribute to high seas in 3 to 4 foot surge and minor coastal flooding and erosion, possibly mainly along north-facing shorelines, and clogging conditions and fall Sunday night with a potential for wind chill advisories in Monday morning here. And we're under a winter storm warning in effect. A significant winter storm will impact most of the region tonight, with dangerous blizzard conditions developing across the eastern New England coast this evening, and the travel is highly discouraged.
She thought it was over. It is not. She advances to...
Winter storm warning remains effective 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time Sunday morning. Location most of Rhode Island, much of eastern Massachusetts outside the blizzard warning.
Gold medal, and there's the lineup.
Hazards, heavy snow and blowing and drifting snow accumulation of 8 to 14 inches. Time of snow will quickly become heavy, fat, early evening. The peak of the storm will be between 6 p.m. and midnight, with storm coming in about 3 to 4 a.m. In addition, strong winds will develop this evening and it peak near just after midnight. Temperature upper 20s and impacts heavy snow with 1 to 2 inches per hour. Snowfall rates will make driving extremely difficult this evening. Blowing and drifting snow will result in very poor visibility at times. At midnight, travel will become quite difficult and impossible this evening. The strong winds and heavy snow may result in isolated power outages and downed trees. Winds up around 15-25 miles per hour, with gusts up to 45 miles per hour. Visibility is 1/4 mile and less at times. A winter storm warning is issued when an average of 6 or more inches of snow expected in a 12-hour period, or more inches in a 24-hour period, and 12 will be slow and best to well treated surfaces and quite difficult and unplowed and treated surfaces. Day 1 tonight, winter storm warning, day 2 for Sunday for Friday. Tuesday, moderate calmness, winter weather headlines may be necessary for portions of southern New England. And we're going to take a look at a live shot camera outside our house, outside my house here in Norton, and we're going to take a look, and it is snowing. The snow is piling up outside, and it is going to continue throughout the night, and it's going to end tomorrow morning. And we're going to take a look at some photos that I took on the way home from Shabbat.
Making the world a better place.
Show me the movies with the owls.
And this is in North Smithfield, Rhode Island, there on Dowling Highway and Los Brooks of the Highway Pike, near Denny's restaurant here, where the boarders are doing their errands before the storm. It's at 2:27 p.m. 4 minutes later, this was the Sunoco station in North Smithfield, Rhode Island, here, where cars are gassing up the vehicles before the big storm passes. And it was at 2:31 p.m. And at 2:50 p.m. this is a snow plow plowing snow and putting sand on Route 295 near North Attleboro, near Emerald Square Mall here. And this is a message board on Interstate 95 on the Mansfield, North Attleboro border in North Attleboro near Mansfield on Route 95. Winter storm warning. So Be safe. Okay, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. It goes like this.
25 now for it.
For tonight, we are going to have snow with areas of blowing snow up before 3 a.m. Then a chance of snow between 3 a.m. and 4 a.m. The snow could be heavy at times, low around 22 degrees. Plus, they would have not wind about 14 and 21 miles per hour, gusts as high as 44 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 100%. New snow accumulation and 9 to 13 inches possible. Sunday, most of the night skies high near 29 degrees. West wind about 14 and 16 miles per hour. Sunday night, most of the skies low and 7 degrees. Wind chill value as low as 5 below. Northwest wind about 10 to 13 miles per hour. Wednesday, Washington's birthday. Sunny skies high near 27 degrees. Northwest wind about 9 to 13 miles per hour. Monday night, chance of snow mainly after 4 a.m. Particle skies below the low end 12 degrees. Chance of precipitation is 30%. Tuesday, snow with high near 35 degrees. Chance of precipitation is 8%. Tuesday night, a chance of snow, most skies low in 28 degrees. Chance of precipitation is 50%.
Trips by land and air.
Wednesday, mostly
Skate at the Olympics.
cloud skies high near 42 degrees. Wednesday night, particle skies low in 29 degrees. Thursday, particle skies high near 43 degrees. Thursday night, a chance of rain, cloud skies low in 34 degrees. Chance of precipitation is 30%. Friday, a chance of rain, cloud skies high near 49 degrees. Chance of precipitation is 50%. Friday night, most cloud skies low in 32 degrees. And for Saturday, particle skies high near 46 degrees. Peters, what a phrase of the evening. A snowy Saturday in town. Stay safe. This video was happy for good evening with a good positive outcome. See you at 11. Stay safe. Have a good evening. See you at 11.
There's also 2 Chinese